Good day viewers, you are welcome to today's video. In today's video we are going to talk about simple and straight to the point. Today's video we are going to talk about simple and straight to the point. In whatever you are, first and foremost we thank God for giving us a new grace, giving us opportunity to come online and share some things to you. So now, today we are going to talk about simple and straight to the point. Simple and straight to the point. When we talk about simple and straight to the point, we are talking about anything you are doing in life, anything you are doing on earth, you have to be simple and be straight to the point. How? Maybe you are about to partner with someone, or you want to work for someone. You have to be simple and be a straightforward person. So you are welcome to today's video. This is a motivational channels for beatitude. We talk about motivations, we talk about beatitude, and we talk about life. So you are welcome to today's video. So now I think our channel has been demonetized, and I'm trying to check out. I see that it is because of repetitions of the content, because I try to figure out what is really wrong, because YouTube didn't specify what actually wrong until I tried to check myself, and I realized that it is until I realized that it is repetitions of content. But in everything, God knows about everything. Maybe, I don't know, I can't say, but God knows the reason why our channel was demonetized from YouTube. So in today's video we are talking about simple and straightforward. So in relation to, here's a motivational channels for beatitude. We talk about life, we talk about motivations, and we talk about beatitude. So as you are joining us, please subscribe and like. So as you are joining us, please subscribe, share and like. You can also drop your comments if you have any opinion or any something for us. So based on the title that we have for today, I said based on the title that we have for today, I said simple and be straight to the point. So now let's talk about some other social. The reason for this topic is just for my YouTube channel. So what happened to the channel? So I think it was yesterday morning. I tried to check. I don't even check the studio stuff. I don't even check. I just received a mail that my channel has been demonetized. For what? I check the studio, I see repetition of content. So I think, meanwhile, one of my channel too was demonetized long times ago based on you use content. But that one I just overlook it because some of the content I post I get it from other source, but I edit parts and but that one is just reuse content. That's why my channel was demonetized. So now the reason why I want to talk about straight and something to the point is that simple and straight to the point is that when we talk about simple and straight to the point, the simple means something that you can easily access to. You can easily have access to it. When you talk about simple, something that you can easily have access to it, that is simple. So when we talk about simple, something that you can easily have access to it, that is simple. Then when we talk about straight to the point, that means you are a straightforward something that you can easily you know hit the nail on the head. Just say this is what this thing is talking about, this is what it's talking about. Now when we talk about simple and straight to the point, we when we talk about some social media app like TikTok, although I am on every social media platform that is available in our region. Yeah, any social media platform that is available on our region, I'm on it. So but what I'm trying to say is that on other social media platforms, let's start from Facebook. When we talk about Facebook, when you post content, I am among all those social media platforms, the one I just decided to at least keep posting on is YouTube. So I just like posting on YouTube, and I like watching some things on YouTube than any other social media platform, and getting some details on YouTube too than any other social media. That's why I have 2 accounts on YouTube and I even create for my junior brothers too. So which is so that's why I have multiple accounts. Let's say two accounts for YouTube channel, YouTube channel. Then what I'm talking about is simple and straight to the point. When we talk about TikTok at the nature, let's talk about TikTok first. When it is TikTok, when you post content, when you create, either you create or you download or you get from source or you edit, you do whatever you post it on TikTok. If you are having let's say you are having issue or the content violates their rules and guidelines, TikTok will notify you. They will notify you that this content, even within 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, you receive the notification that this content that you posted, okay, if it is not 30 minutes then within 4 hours you will surely receive a notification that this content that you just posted on this particular day violated our community and guideline or something. Then instead of demonetize or blocking or removing or banning your account, they will just figure out the particular content. If it is a section in the content, they figure it out. Then okay, you're welcome. What happened to the shape of my head? Okay, that's good. So you are talking about simple and straight to the point. Thank you, Jack boy. So when we talk about this simple and straight to the point, TikTok, they will surely figure out the content. Okay, this content will violate our community guideline and some other things, something. They figure it out. Even if it is a particular section in that content that violates their rules and policies, they will surely figure it out too. Then they will ask you to adjust. Maybe you will remove the part or you will delete something. So they will tell you that. So not that they will ban before they can ban your account, they will have at least 2 or like 3 or more evidences or some other violation, or you decided not to do that. So the same thing applies to Facebook. The same thing applies to Facebook. When you talk about Facebook, when you are posting content on Facebook, like I'm not saying you are posting someone else content o, maybe you get the content from somewhere and you now edit it. So that's what I'm talking about now. So you, maybe you like some part of content, you want to, like, you want to rephrase it, or you want to re-edit and post it on your own channel too, or your own something too. So now when you post it on Facebook, when you post it on Facebook, if it violates or it is copyright something, you will see it in which another something to, or some other social media app too, you see it. So if it violates their community rules and guidelines, you will see it there. They will tell you that this particular so video, this particular content violates our community guidelines and rules. Then you have to just what, they will ask you to delete, or they will just ask you to do something to the particular content they are referring to. So then at the end, I believe you should be able to do some things. But if you now insist not to change or not to, they will now block, or they will. So that is for Facebook. Then on Instagram too, the same thing. When you post a content, and the content, maybe some of the content, the maybe part of the content violate their rules, they will also notify you that this content, particular content, notify our community guideline, and these are what we want you to do. So so even though if your channel is monetized, they won't touch your monetize, they will just ask you to take down the video, or to take down the content, or you. So if you now insist, that's when they will now demonetize or do too. But now when we talk about you talk about Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. But when we talk about YouTube, I try to figure out what is actually wrong, or what is really happening, but I don't know how they are doing their things. Because my first channel, the first channel reach monetization level. Now on YouTube, when you post, and I think the content belongs to another person, you will see copyright claim. If the person did not want to allow you at all, you will see copyright block. So, or maybe there are some part of your content that, so you see copyright claim, you see copyright. So those ones too are there. So on YouTube. But what is not on YouTube that make it look like frustrating, or like it's strictly, is that when you post on YouTube and maybe monetize, you reach monetization level on YouTube already. Now when you post on YouTube, instead of, maybe you are already monetized, instead of YouTube to notify you that, okay, at least they should have a recognition, just like copyright claim and copyright something. You know, when you post on YouTube, you receive, if the content belongs to, or part of the content belongs to someone else, you will see copyright claim. So I think YouTube too supposed to have YouTube supposed to have you use content, just like the copyright claim. Now when you post on YouTube, when it is reused content, you might even be the original owner, but the person posted it before you. You know, sometimes, most especially in the region whereby they don't have easy access to internet and some other thing like that. So maybe by the time you discover that you want to post your things yourself, now instead of YouTube to just notify, okay, if YouTube cannot figure out who actually have the content between the two, maybe two or more people posted it, instead of the YouTube to organization to look at, okay, this particular video, who is the owner of it. The thing that can happen is that YouTube can just describe the organization, the human review and the artificial or whatever machine that is reviewing. They can decide to just use that one content to affect multiple channels, which is not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be so. So at least you're supposed to have some things that we, okay, if it is reuse content, just like copyright claim, when someone posts another person's content and it is claimed, you see copyright claim there. Then when it is YouTube too, or then you're supposed to see copyright reuse content, or this is reuse content, just write reuse content, or just write repetition of content. So I believe that should be the next improve. They should improve on that, because some other social media platform, whenever you post, they won't, at least if it is a reuse or repost content, or maybe you repetition, maybe there's a repetition of content, or it will just notify you within 24 hours. You will receive notification that, okay, this so something belongs to this person, or it's a repetition or something. So they will let you to know. Not that you just keep waiting till the person reach monetization level. So when the person now reach monetization level, YouTube will now decide to they already know, because their machine, whatever that is reviewing for them, already know that this so thing is this, so thing is this. So I think YouTube too should have they should have a something that let's say just something like that we identify that this video belongs to this so something, this content validated something. Yes, at least minimum of 24 hours you should be able to notify the person, not after 28 days. So I believe they should improve on that. Now on YouTube, what's actually happened now is that my first channel, as you are joining us, this is a motivational channel for gratitude. You are welcome. As you are joining us, we are talking about simple and straight to the point. So in this life, when you are simple and straight to the point, that's when people will begin to understand you. That's when you be a disciplinary person, because they will understand that, okay, this are your do and don't. Not that you are not, when you are not straightforward, they will not know which one is who is. So they will not know much about your rules and regulation. So those are the things. Now we are talking about effect of simple and straightforward. We are talking about how it work on the other social media platforms. So now my first channel on YouTube, then although I was let me say neonate or neophyte in the YouTube environment then. Yeah, let me say neonate or neophyte in the YouTube environment then. So my first YouTube channel, I keep posting. So anytime I see copyright claim, I will know that, okay, this is copyright claim. I will check, I will see that it's part. So instead of me editing, I know that maybe I might use some of external content in my content too. So instead of me removing the something, I will just decide to delete the whole video. Just maybe that copyright claim might just be only maybe from just 1 minute to out of 5 minutes. I can decide to delete the other 5-minute videos. So that is to tell you that, okay, there is, I don't want to even, so I keep posting. So Now when I now got to the monetization, I apply for the monetization. Now when it's I apply for monetization, when I apply for monetization, when I apply for monetization, when I apply for monetization, I waited for almost like a month. Yeah, I waited for a month. So when I waited for a month, oh yes, let's say a month. I waited for a month. I keep posting then. Now, YouTube now said when I after waiting for a month, YouTube now told me that some of your channel, some of your content, it's not even some of your content. I just your channel cannot be monetized. Why? Because of reused content. Wow. I was like, which of this is reused content? You know, when you posted a lot of content, is it on your post or on your video or on your shorts? At least if it is Facebook, they will figure out that particular something that is reused. Then you now check before you can claim. Before you can say, okay, if it is this one, I have the evidence of it that it is mine. So now I was wondering, I'm trying to check, and there's one thing about the YouTube too. When they send mail to you, you reply the mail, or you try to copy the address and paste it and send, you will receive that the message not sent. So all those kind of something make someone to just relent that which one is this one? At least YouTube is a big organization. So if you want people to keep using the app, or yes, to keep using the app or create on it, you have to do some things, adjust some things. Like when someone posts a content, you see copyright claim, you see copyright strike, like that too. When you post this is reused content, you write it there, so that the person will not just be wasting time. That wasting time is alone self is another thing entirely. So I think they should be simple and straight to the point. When you want your users, those that are using your app, your members or your fellow followers, to do some things, you have to be simple and straight to the point. Like now, then I try to check, what is the use content. What I'm trying to check, maybe I will see that just like the way the copyright was doing, I will see any sign like any indication, no indication, no specification. They did not even specify which videos. So I don't even know which one is which one is one. I have to delete even the one I did not even add external something. The one I have to delete everything, even my own main video, even the live. I have to delete everything because I don't know which one is the use content. So just because of that, now that channel now I don't see, because I don't even think there's something I can be posting on it again, because I just feel like I just switch. So I decided to go on the second channel. So I've learned from my experience that okay, maybe I should not be using in my content, I should not be using anything that relates to external content. I should not be using it. Okay. Now, again, and on the second channel, when I moved to the second channel, I started posting. I keep posting. So when they introduced, I started using AI. That okay, this one will help a lot. This one will do something. This one will do something. Okay. After that, I reached monetization level. I do some little things. I do some things. Okay, I apply for monetization. Now, when I apply for monetization, the YouTube accepted me to become the YPP.
Okay.
So I was accepted to become the no. Today is Friday. So the something I was for to become the YPP member. Like okay, maybe it's that reuse content something that is that because I didn't allow any external something to be there. I only work on the video. I make sure from everything, even I make sure that if I cannot, if I know that I can, instead of me jam packing video together and post it, I will rather do live. I go on. So now recently I now discover I just received a message that in which I didn't receive any message that you have a reuse, you have a repetition of content in your this thing. Now I receive mail on my mail that your channel has been demonetized. Why? I check my studio, repetition of content. I was like, is there anything like repetition of content? Okay, let me check. Although I see that I posted some content, I just edited some parts, but it is related. They are related. So even some live, I will re-edit it. So instead of me to delete one for the other, I decided to. But what I'm saying is that the YouTube organization is supposed to be simple and straight to the point. When you see your users or when you see those me that are using your app or something, at least I think you're supposed to like okay, I want to okay, when someone posts content like this, you're supposed to okay, let's use this monetization something, this your content o, just like the way you indicate you figure out copyright claim, just write it under this is reuse content. So or just like reuse content. So if the uploader now decided not to remove it, and that's where you can now add, not that you keep it there. Now this is like when I check my YouTube every day I log in on YouTube every day, either to do one or two things. That's why I keep posting. So now I might not know that some of the videos, like maybe live now, when I edit the live, instead of me to delete one for the other, I set the both, I leave it like that. So YouTube supposed to indicate one as okay, this is a repetition, this is a repetition. So just like the way you identify copyright claim. Now this repetition now is not about to reuse content, because reuse content is using another person's content. Now I'm not using another person's content. This I create it using AI now, and I add some effects, additional effects to it. So now the music I'm using for the something too is also from YouTube Music Studio. So I think I don't see any reason why I should be having repetition. Or now the reason why I'm now emphasizing on this simple and straight to the point is that the reason for making this video that the YouTube organization should try to figure out whenever, just like the copyright claim, when someone posts a content now, if the content belongs to someone, you see copyright claim under copyright block. So if the person decides not to, it might see copyright strike or something. So just leave it, you don't indicate. There's nothing like reuse content, there's not like repetition of content. So when someone posts content and see that this person has been monetized, and you see that the person now posts another content that is not that same content again. You suppose to identify that, okay, this is reuse content o, this is, we cannot accept this is repetition content, repetition of content, remove it within 24 hours. Yes, within 24 hours. So if the person now decide, now I didn't receive anything like that on my mail, like this is a repetition of content or whatever. So now I just received the mail that your channel has been demonetized. Why is it demonetized? Your membership something has been suspended. Why? I sent message back, I replied back, I didn't see any, the thing just I just read, some minutes later I just received a response that it is automation something, that the message sent failed. So why is it like that? It's not supposed to be like that. At least and I tried to watch some YouTube videos, some YouTube analysis. I see that there's nothing like that too, because I tried to figure out what are the repetition of content. Like, is it music? Because the music I'm using is from the YouTube studio music. It is not like I created the music with the content. I know the one I created, I know it is my own. There is no one that can claim that one. So and I use it. So what's that? Is it the music that I'm using to create the content? You know, because I can create one music now, I used to create like 5 content or 10 content. Is it that music that is repetition, or the content itself? So that's what I'm trying to say. YouTube should be at least straight. YouTube should be straight. It should be simple and straight to the point. No, so you see YouTube, they should be simple and straight to the point. Okay, just like the copyright claim. When you post a content, you receive within some minutes or hours, you receive copyright claim under the content. Then if you now decide to leave it, you are on your own. But this reuse content and repetition, I have not even seen anything like that. So when I post a content, I tried it some time ago with one of the channel that has not been monetized. Okay, this is reuse content. I posted it. I did not see, because I know that the video is on someone's something. I did not even see copyright claim. I did not even see something. So, but I know that when that video want to monetize, they will write to reuse content, because part of the video are used already. So now YouTube supposed to figure out that this is reuse content. This is, so that is it. Then another thing is that, okay, after figuring out, then the repetition of content too, you should at least, this is a repetition of content. So everybody should know that, okay, when you post a content, there is repetition. Okay, maybe you use R to indicate for that repetition. Maybe you use RT. Maybe for the, we use maybe RS or RU. So, or you write it in full. So on that, just like when you write your copyright claim, so you will not keep stressing the YouTubers, those that are using your app. Just like Instagram and others, when you are using their app, whenever you post what is not, they will tell you immediately, remove this, do this. But on YouTube, when they see that, they already know, because I believe they already know that this one will be this channel will be monetized. So instead of keeping and wasting such person's time, I believe they should find a means of not wasting people's time. Okay, whenever the person posts, if it is copyright claim, just like the way it used to appear, this copyright claim. If it is release content too, if it cannot appear immediately, after 24 hours or 72 hours, I believe release content should be under the whatever. If it is video, then the person will now figure it out on the studio or the analysis. that okay, the part of your music are used. So that all those kind of something, I believe YouTube should improve on that too. Then issue of repetition too. Okay, whenever someone posted a video, you know, sometimes like just like me, I post on every social media I'm using. So whenever I post on TikTok, I post it on. So sometimes I might not even know that this content I've posted it on YouTube. So I just put it there. Then instead of YouTube to notify that okay, this is a repetition of content, this content has been posted by you on this so day, after 72 hours or 48 hours, any something, not after 28 days when the monetization due process now comes, that's when you now started then even when during that monetization process YouTube will not figure out the exact content that is giving issue. YouTube will not figure it out, because sometimes I might create something. It was when I now make research, I see that even sometimes when you are doing live and you are hearing maybe some music are playing underground and playing, maybe the music are playing, by the time it gets to the monetization, YouTube can use that only that single music to tell you that this is reused content, whereas they're supposed to notify you before reaching the monetization level that okay, this is reused content, this is not repetition of content. So just like the way you claim the content, copyright something. So I believe YouTube should improve on that. So there will not be waste of people's time. So and people will not also relent. So by that they will try to adjust. You know, there are some people they cannot, it's not everyone that can consult someone physically or online, and even most especially some people don't even like chatting with a person. But by the time you made a video or you create or you notify, you create an awareness that okay, this is how you know that this is this, then people like that will try to go and learn and figure out what has been the issue, so how to know when it's uploading. So there are some kind of things that can make people weak, although that is life. Sometimes you have to make things simple and straightforward. So as you are joining us, this is a motivational channel for beatitude. This is motivational channel for beatitude. Please like, subscribe and click on our channel for more motivational videos. So click like and subscribe and click on our channel. So for those that want to join membership, you can keep following us until YouTube return our membership something, because I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what exact content is it. I don't know, and I cannot delete again, because if I delete all the content, I don't think I will come back to YouTube again. So because I knew that if apart from the audio that I'm using for YouTube Studio, the all other contents are created by me. So all the content on my this thing are created by me. So what is now the repetition there? What is now the reuse content there? Now and I read further when I see. That's why I said they should try to notify. They should use something to indicate. There are some people they cannot ask, but when they see, they read. Now in the studio, and I discovered that even if you when you reach the monetization something and they figure out the use or repetition content, initially, because that first time that my channel was demonetized, it was reused content, in which I feel like maybe some of the parts of other content like hey you, all those kind of something that is very common, that made them to demonetize my channel. So I feel like okay, let me delete everything. Even my own content, I deleted it based on I don't know which one is. Whereas YouTube supposed to indicate, even though despite not accepting for monetization, you still supposed to indicate that okay, delete this. Maybe it is post, so that is now they are not telling us they will use human review and artificial intelligence review to review your channel. glance through your channel and know everything. So far you can be able to use machine and human human to review or check whatever that is on the person's channel. You supposed to be able to figure out too that, okay, oh, this one is reused, this one, just indicate like that. Then not that we just keep wasting time and posting. At the end of the day they will now tell us this is repetition, this is reuse. No, this then even they will not even notify you, they just see that you use con ten t. Now which one is reuse con ten t? No, then you send mail to them, they will not reply, they will that one will not even go, talk less of reply, which is not straightforward. It's not straight to the point, so it is not simple. So you are welcome to motivational channel for beatitude. There is a motivational channel for beatitude. We talk about motivations, we talk about beatitude, and we talk about life. So today now it's just about life, what is happening, most especially what is happening on social media platform, most especially on YouTube. So in which it's not supposed to be so. At least we are in the era of technology now, so it's supposed to, at least they should be able to, the youth organization should be able to figure out some things, like when you post copyright claim, that one is there. Then when it is reuse con ten t, you should indicate too that, okay, maybe it's how, say figure out, when you see figure out under a video, it means reuse con ten t, so you should use that one to indicate too. Then if it is a repetition, maybe repetition, just like when you write a copyright claim, it will be there too. Not that we just keep wasting time, and at the end of the day it will look like you want to go back to square one. So that is not it's not okay. So then the other one is the one I want to talk about now is we are saying on the simple and straight to the point. So among all the other social media platforms, I think YouTube is only the social media platform that is not straight to the point, and it is simple to use, but it's not straight to the point. Because if assuming YouTube app is straight to the point, at least some things, reuse con ten t, this is reuse con ten t, after 48 or 72 hours, no matter the views, just write it there, just like the way you write your copyright claim. Then the copyright claim and copyright block, then if the owner now decide to leave it, so not like us, like neonate. And so there are some people that are just beginner, so they are looking for what to do and what to be. So those one now, they keep posting their own content, now for them to get viewers, maybe they are doing some little adding additional effects. During that process of adding additional effects, if there is use or repetition of content, YouTube should be able to figure out that, okay, this is just like the way you do your copyright claim. Not that at the end of 28, when it's reached the monetization level, which one is we don't even know, we don't figure it out, and which is not good. So YouTube should adjust on that, should work on that too. Then the another aspect I want to talk about is this issue of when you reapply, maybe your channel gotten demonetization, when let me say, okay, before that, you are welcome to today's video. This is a motivational channel for beatitude. We are talking about motivations, life, and beatitudes. So we are talking about we talk about simple and the straightforward. So we are talking about, we are relating it to what is happening on our social media platforms. So that is it. Comparison of a social media platform to it. We are comparing how they do their monetization process and how it is evolved. Now the other thing is that appeal case, that's what I want to talk about now. When YouTube You know, when your channel demonetize, or when the monetization process, when the let me say when they rejected the monetization process, the appeal, if I want to appeal, like you said, like according to what I see there, you posted that your channel has been demonetized, but you can appeal if you think if you think if I think you are right, if you are I think you are wrong with your decision. Yes. Now, what I want to say that appeal something, when I want to appeal, e don suppose to be you must not delete any of the video. At least sometimes I might accept my mistake and I want to appeal. It's not everybody that argue when you say you are fault, this is your fault. Some people accept that this is their fault, so nobody is above mistake, no one is perfect. So even me sef I accept that this is my, oh yes, this is my fault, this is my fault. So now the appeal, at least when I write something, you don suppose to tell me that okay, you might be right with your decision because you don indicate and you are in charge of everything. So assuming you indicate now and I decide not to delete or not to remove it before that sanction, you can ask me not to delete, but you no indicate, then YouTube suppose to at least, since you are not indicating, your appeal, we should write it in, you should allow us to write it in our appeal that okay, this particular video that I think is repetition or you use content has been taken out. So I think we should add those one too. Not that we just keep looking which one. Are we going to start again? No. So that appeal alone should be okay. When I want to appeal, I should appeal that okay, I've accepted that you. So then I appeal to, because some of the video I feel or I think they are used or there is repetition on it, has been deleted. Not that you ask not to be deleted, then you are now saying another thing under. That is what even make me not to appeal, because I have like 3 channels, yes, that are associated together. Now the other thing you are saying under it was not the most painful one there. The YouTube organization are now saying, note, if your appeal is not successful, the chance of monetization to other channel too might be denied. Now might be at risk. Yes. No, now that means you are indirectly telling me that if that appeal is not successful, all those other my channel that maybe some are on monetization or some are will also be removed, which is not supposed to be so. It doesn't supposed to be like that. At least you have some artificial intelligence, some some ICT something. You have those that can be in charge of that can monitor all those things. So even machine reviews, yes, based on what you said, machine reviews too are there. So I believe that appeal is not supposed to, they're supposed to remove that issue of when you do this you do that, when you do that you do this. We don't supposed to be so. So then that is under appeal. When you want to, that appeal terms and conditions are too strictly. Yeah, that appeal terms and condition, because I try to figure out why is the YouTube appeal terms and condition are not like that, are strictly like that. I didn't even see any response. So, and it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be simple and straight to the point. So anybody that now obey, that's when you can now decided to act or sanction. Then now, another thing I noticed on this particular YouTube is that when you after that appeal, there is another thing I wanted to say. That that is it reapply? I think is yes, reapply. That period of reapplying is too long too. What is happening? Reapply. If you think our decision is wrong, you can reapply. So which of your decision is wrong? Which of the decisions that you did not figure out? So now you said after deleting the post and whatever, and I check my post, I discovered that even 100% of what I'm posting, apart from the music and audio I'm using from YouTube library, and it is from YouTube, I think it's copyright free. So because it is copyright free, whenever I use it, it's not and I only use parts given to me. So I don't see anything like repetition or so. As me, I try to even delete some things that let me delete maybe the part I used to music together. But I see that even though I deleted it and I later discover it, I check some other channels too that have been monetized. I know that it have been monetized. They do use YouTube library music, so in which they are not demonetized. So I'm trying to figure out what is wrong, what is those then that 90 days of reapplying is too long now. At least instead of the 90 days now is 1/4 of a year. So instead of the 90 days, it's supposed to be a month, 30 days, at least 30 days is okay. 90 days. So the person should now be looking. So what do you want the person to be doing? So I think YouTube organization should adjust on some policies, and they should try to let the viewers, the users know what and what, like you specify, you figure out when you see that this thing that this person is doing it, just like your copyright claim and copyright, like you write it there, then so that is about YouTube. So that period of 90 days too, I see that this is true. So it is not simple and straight to the point. Even on other social media platforms, when they block or when they they can just suspend you for a week. After some week, when you have your strong evidence and when you have abide to their rules and regulations, then you are free to go. They will give you chance to. But YouTube one is quietly different. It's not even, it's totally different. So it's supposed to at least be simple and straightforward to their users. So that is it. You are welcome to today's video. Here is a motivational channel for beatitude. We talk about motivation, we talk about beatitude, we talk about life. So those are the things that we talk about. And thanks for joining us. As you are joining us, you can subscribe, like and share. So then you put us in your prayer too, that the channel should be monetized again. I don't know why it demonetized. The channel was demonetized because I'm trying to figure out what is wrong. I even see that there's nothing like, I can even see that this because all of the content I'm using, all of from me, I edited it myself and I pasted it there. It's not as if I'm downloading it for somewhere, copying it from. No, it's my own related work. So I believe you should look into this and do some needful, do some upgrading so that it will not be like frustrating for those that are using the app. It should not be look like frustrating for those that are using the app, most especially those that that we are not we are still coming, that we are still growing our channel like this. So I believe you too should work on that. Then simple and straightforward. Simple and straightforward. That means YouTube to organization too should be simple and straightforward to their users. Like this is what you do, this one. I know there are some guidelines, there are some rules I heard about, I read about, but I make sure I don't violate all those ones. But that repetition of a thing is what I'm trying to say, that which one is repetition. Now my first channel got demonetized because of reused content, and I tried to look at the all the content. I see that I edited it myself, and so I believe because I used some part of others con I deleted everything. Now whereas I don't suppose to delete everything, assuming YouTube identify or figure out the particular content that was reused, then I will be able to delete it. That okay, these are the content that was reused. YouTube should work on that. YouTube organization should work on that. Should work on that reuse and repetitive content. If they reuse, just write it under. This is reuse content, just like the way you write your copyright claim and copyright something. This is reuse content. This is so there was a time we faced. There was a time I you know I told you when I was when I was neonate then when I was new in the YouTube environment or create content environment, I used to look at it like copyright claim. Who are they that are claiming? But to me, I believe some of the music that I play, that I upload my content with, are the copyright claim. So that's how it should be for. Then I try to adjust. Since then, I don't have any copyright claim. Even I discover that now, what are the use? What are the repetitive? No, I don't see repetitive. I don't see something. So I'm using this medium to just draw your attention to some things that need to be upgraded, that need upgrading. So they need that need upgrading, just like the copyright, just like the way you signify, you identify your copyright claim outside. So always find a means of identifying. Let your users, the user of your apps, know that okay, when you see something like this, it is reused content. When you see something like this, it is a repetition of content. So find a means to create that. So may God take control of everything. So as you are joining us, here is motivational channel for Beatitude. We talk about motivation, we talk about life, we talk about beatitude. And God bless you as you are joining us. So for those that want to partner with us, that want us to advertise their product, or that want to, you have to wait for now because we are having issues on our channel. So maybe by God grace, I don't know, maybe channel will monetize again, but with faith and with God, all things are possible. So may God allow us to reach our promise and succeed on that. So today is be simple and straight to the point, which the topic is directly to YouTube organization, because sometimes I sent mail, I don't see any response. I will just see. Now I try to check online, say that what are the which mail can I send message to that they will even receive. I'm just seeing YouTube support. I'm just All those ones they don't have mail. When you send mail to them that these are what is happening, so that they can be able to review your channel. But they don't even, I don't know what is wrong. So may God just take control. So I believe YouTube should be straight and should be simple and straight to the point. In everything, we are doing this, let's be simple and straight to the point, so that everybody will know where it belongs to. So if you know that, okay, you want to that, or if you don't want the music app, the music says the YouTube studio music that you call free, that we use to, you add to the content, if you don't want us to use it, then you let us know. If it will affect monetization, let us know. You try to check, it's not affecting monetization since it is free, you have the license. Then why we repetition and reuse content? Then if it is what is it called, if it is what is this AI that you just introduced, that was just introduced, if it is artificial intelligence, then if it is artificial intelligence that is affecting, in what way is it affecting? Let us know. How is it affecting? Let us know. Anytime we post and you see that it violates your community, just indicate, just like you not that when we now reach monetization, when we now reach monetization, or yes, when we reach monetization level, that's when you now say I want to your channel cannot be monetized because of what, reuse content, because of what, so all those kind of something I don't think is part of it. So YouTube organization should work on that, so they should be simple and straightforward to their users, so just like the way other users does. So this is a motivational channel for Beatitude. So we talk about life, we talk about motivation, we talk about Beatitude. And so as you are subscribing, as you are joining us, please like, subscribe and share for more updates. So may God bless you as you are watching us, as you are watching our video. So I believe by God's grace we will receive our membership something back with the help of God and with trying our best. So we'll try to look at what we can do, because I don't see and I cannot delete all the 400 and something content, because I try to figure out, because I discovered that most of the content I posted before, after the monetization, I deleted it after my channel received the monetization something. So now I don't believe it will be the one I posted before the monetization, so that's why I just stopped. Then all those live that I'm doing, that I edited and I did not delete the other part too. I've removed one for one, so I believe that one is gone already. So let's keep pushing and let's see. So as you are joining us, please watch our content, subscribe and like, then we see what we can achieve at the end of that 19-day period that was given by the YPP YouTube partnership program. So may God help us as we keep pushing. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. May God bless you all. Amen.